Hello, everybody. I decided to start doing videos, which I actually decided a while ago to start doing videos, but I'm actually doing it now that I have some time in my schedule, and I'm just gonna kind of do what I do. So this video is about strengths, and we all have strengths, but a lot of times we tend to focus on our flaws. And what I try to do with each client, and actually I did it with myself as well, is identify what my strengths are. We all have things that we think we're strong in, and that's good. Um, the strengths that I did it on a website called Via Strengths, and I'll put the link somewhere in this video posting, or on my Facebook feed, or on my website. It'll probably be on all three. But when you understand what your strengths are, I think it helps you to kind of focus on how do you use those strengths in your daily life, in all aspects of your life. And always hopefully bring yourself back to those strengths when you are frustrated, anxious, depressed, whatever the case may be. For example, my strengths are creativity, humor, bravery, judgment, and curiosity. And I can see, I love to laugh. I love to crack jokes and stuff like that. There's sometimes I think things are funny and other people don't, but I try to see humor in a lot of things. Creativity. I love arts and crafts. I just love to come up with different solutions to work through different issues. Um, so I just like to be creative in that. There's more than one way to do anything. Um, I always tell people, ask people, it's like, how do you get to Dayton? Most people say 75, go down 75. I say, yeah, you can go down 75 or go up 75. But you don't have to. You can there are other ways to get to Dayton. And so you don't always have to go 75. And so when there's something that comes up in your life, ask yourself, is this the only way that I can do it? Or be open to different ways to do it. Um, Judgment can be a little tricky because sometimes I could be too judgmental. I'm very hard on myself, which I would love for that to kind of decrease. But I also can look at that in terms of just being able to get the information and make a good decision. The other one is curiosity. I love to learn. I love to ask questions, and sometimes that is not looked upon well. Um, but that's who I am. And then the other one is bravery. A lot of people tell me that I'm brave. I will ask questions if I don't understand something, and I try to do it in a respectful manner. I do have facial tone or facial uh, looks that people may sometimes take the wrong way, but my heart I know is in the right place, and I am never trying to be a hindrance. I'm always trying to be a help. And so, looking at your strengths and really understanding what those are and how they play a part in your life, and not necessarily focusing on the things that may not be as strong, because you can see when I show you the VIA strengths, there's like 24, 25 strengths in that assessment. And just because something falls at the bottom doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means that you're not as strong in that area. And some people may choose to also say, well, if an area that I'm not strong in, I want to work on being stronger in that area. And that's okay too. But don't put a whole lot of time. I suggest you not put a whole lot of time into working on something that may be lower on the list and really capitalizing on the things that you are strong in. And this is also a good thing to do with the important people in your life so you all can see what strengths are each other has, and then also kind of be supportive, and for first of all just for a learning opportunity, and then also to be supportive with that individual as well, or to kind of give them some grace, if you will, because not everybody is strong in everything. And the other thing that I tell people is that for me, I know what my strengths are and I know what I'm not strong in. And I don't have a lot of patience for um, what I'll call ignorance, and ignorance is just lack of knowledge, and especially if somebody's not willing to learn something additional, then I don't have a lot of patience for that. And so, therefore, I know I have to kind of compensate for that because I don't want to make anybody feel bad, but I also want to challenge people's thinking when it comes to getting things done. So, then there's just like a one pager sheet that I typically use with my clients because the VIA is kind of long. So if you have some time to do those questions, then that's fine. But then there's another document that I use also. And I just have my clients identify what their strengths are, and then I also ask them to identify the top three strengths. And then we just kind of talk about that in the context of the things that they've already shared with me, and then how that may impact kind of the things that they're dealing with in their life, or could possibly impact the things that they're dealing with in their life. Because sometimes people don't really think about what their strengths are. Um, on a daily basis. And I'm not saying spend a whole lot of time just thinking about it all day, but just be aware. And another thing you can do, and I do this sometimes too, is I take these like index cards and I write stuff on them. And so things that I want to remember, I'll carry them in my purse, or put them somewhere I can see them daily, maybe post them in the bathroom, put them on the fridge so that you can see those things and be reminded, because we all need reminders. And with the daily things that go on in life, it's hard, it's sometimes easy to forget what your strengths are and being able to use those. So hopefully this video is helpful. Check out the links. Uh, if you want to talk more, just go to my website, give me a call. We can schedule an appointment. Of course, I cannot meet with people that are my friends because there's a whole nother ethical issue with that. But if there's someone out there who would like to come and just talk about your strengths and what that may mean for your life, then I'd be happy to have a session with you. Good mental health. Have a great day. Thanks.